Mother's Day can be a time for celebration, but for those who are missing a connection to their mother or feeling emptiness in their own journey, it can be difficult.
And that is why the Others Day brunch is offering women an opportunity to celebrate and connect on a weekend that feels complex for some. Lana Manikowski joins us with more on the event. Lana, thanks for being here.
I so appreciate you having me. Thanks.
We're so excited. So can you talk about your story? I mean, we're not saying poo-poo Mother's Day by any means. This is saying, hey, there are a lot of complicated feelings around this for many people, and you have one of those journeys as well.
I do. So my husband and I went through a 7-year journey through infertility treatments and ended up not being able to become parents. So when Mother's Day comes around, as much as I have a beautiful mother who I have a lovely relationship with and I love celebrating, I found myself feeling a little disconnected around the Mother's Day holiday. And that was just really more pointed towards my journey of never being able to become a biological mom.
And I love that you're willing to share this with people, especially because you kind of have the tools to deal with complicated emotions because you are a certified life coach. You know, you specialize in grief and post-traumatic growth as well. And even for you, this has been a hard journey, right?
It has, yeah. Well, when I finished my journey through fertility treatments, there weren't many resources for me, and that's why I chose to carve the path for women who maybe are trying to deal with these hard emotions. And that's when I went back and got my life coach certification. And I recently got an advanced certification in grief and post-traumatic growth, because I know that women want to grow beyond their sadness. And I was that type of person. I didn't want to live my life feeling sadness about my inability to become a mom forever. And I just want to empower more women to see that that path's available to them as well.
So you created the Others Day brunch. Tell us about how that kind of goes toward that goal.
Yes. So it was April of 2022. And I literally woke up in the morning, and I don't know if it came to me through a dream, but something told me that I needed to create connection for women. And if you've noticed when you go through the stores or your inboxes, everything is Mother's Day centric, which I love.
Yeah.
I want people to celebrate Mother's Day, but having that little sting in my heart that I knew that that would never be for me, I said, well, maybe I'll start a meetup group. And I put an announcement on Meetup, and I said, if anyone's wanting to come to the Others Day brunch, I'd love to invite you. And I also opened it up to women who maybe have lost their mom. Maybe they have a estranged relationship with a mother, and as Mother's Day comes along, they're able to come and celebrate with us and feel connection, maybe meet new people. And I purposely do it the day before Mother's Day, so you still have that Sunday to celebrate with your mom or do whatever you need with your family.
Well, we think this is a brilliant idea. We love that you've created a safe space where people can, you know, share their emotions and their feelings. And tell us about the brunch. Tell us about the ticket, what all it includes.
Yes. So the ticket price is $75. It includes a curated brunch by a local chef here in Chicago. We have swag bags. We have items that are sent from people all over, different brands who have heard about the Others Day and they want to be a part of it. We have local donors here, so Maplewood Brewery, Say Less Spritz, LPS Dental, and then also Hirsch's North Shore Catering is all, you know, they've offered to help subsidize and donate to the brunch. So I just love that so many local Chicagoans are getting on board with the Others Day brunch. And also, it's not just for people in Chicago. We have people flying in from all over the US, Ohio, Tennessee, Florida, Arizona. So people are coming not just from Chicago, but the word is definitely getting out there.
And what is the response from people, Ben, who you meet at these events? And who are you forming some kind of sisterhood, or?
Yes, most people come in independently. They don't really know anyone, but they feel this need for a connection, and they leave with groups of friends that they are now hanging out with, keeping in touch with. I had someone tell me last year that as Mother's Day came the next day, that they didn't even feel the sadness of Mother's Day that they had in years past. So to me, that's really the mission of what I'm trying to create, is this feeling of community and connection amongst women.
Love that. And of course, I mean, your work goes beyond this event and people stay connected beyond this event, right?
Yeah, so our meetup group that's here in Chicago, we get together, it's starting to grow. There's over 500 women that are now part of the Childless and Child-Free group here, meetup group in Chicago. And you know, I've had people in Europe reach out to me and say, how can we do this in Europe? So my work is just beginning, and I know that the mission of the Others Day brunch and that desire to feel connected around a challenging weekend is going to continue to grow.
It is one of those. We were talking earlier about just on Mother's Day. I feel like we always see social media posts about recognizing and just being aware that there are other people around you while you may be celebrating mom or celebrating yourself as a mom. There's other people who are going through strong feelings. How do you think we can deal with that as a society even?
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of self-judgment. It starts with believing that your feelings are valid. Your guest just prior to me, I love that she's teaching children that at a young age, because I think as women, we're oftentimes thinking that we should always show up in this coat of armor and just never be affected by anything. So just having graciousness with yourself, I think, is really important. But if you're a family member or a friend trying to support someone that you know is having a hard time, just ask them, what do you need? How can I make today easier for you or happier for you? I think that's really important.
Sounds like you're doing that for a large group of women around the world. Thank you so much for being with us. I love that your mom's here in spirit too, because you're wearing her jewelry.
I am. She wore this jewelry for my wedding, so I had to wear it today.
Love that. The Others Day brunch is Saturday, May 11th. For tickets and more information, just head to LanaManikowski.com or find her on Facebook and Instagram. You'll see all those handles there on your screen.